Thanks, Riaz. A candlelight vigil was held in Surrey last night for the female traffic control worker who died at a construction site in Duncan.
We're going to do good for these kids. She left 3 children behind, guys. And as a community, we're going to help support them.
Maggie Feely was sent to Victoria General Hospital in critical condition after a dump truck backed over her in the Cowichan Valley last week. The 29-year-old mother of 3 was eventually taken off life support. The BC Flagging Association says the incident is a reminder of how dangerous the job can be.
We have to make sure that the crew and everything's safe. We are the eyes and the ears for our crew and the eyes and the ears for the traveling public.
Canucks fans at Rogers Arena may soon be allowed to buy more beer and hard alcohol to take back to their seats. The BC government is seriously looking at the arena's request to sell customers 2 pints of beers to fans rather than the 24 ounces they can buy right now. The stadium also wants to be able to sell hard liquor at the concession and continue selling alcohol up to 2 hours after games. The Rogers Arena proposal could be precedent-setting for stadiums right across the province. Strap on that helmet, get that chain grease. This season's Bike to Work Week officially kicks off this morning. Greg Harper is live in Burnaby this morning with more. Greg.
Morning, Kyle. Yes, here at Gilmore Way and Canada Way in Burnaby. Behind me, a commuter station just been set up here. This is one of over 2 dozen that will be set up throughout the week and throughout Metro Vancouver. Here, they'll be giving out free drinks, free food, literature to cyclists as they pedal in here before they get on to work. And according to Hub, since Bike to Work Week was launched, that first happened back in 2007, the number of people choosing their bike as their mode of transportation has increased by 200%. And since that time, over 8,000 people have tried cycling to work for the first time. This is the biggest issue, according to this cyclist.
The primary issue is safety for everybody involved, right? For cyclists, pedestrians, and that it's great to have something where the cyclists have a separate bike lane, but also I think there needs to be some sensitivity around the whole issue in that it shouldn't be forced on people.
They're also going to be giving out prizes here, and there's going to be a bike mechanic on hand giving some free advice and service to people. So this is a big week for cyclists. For more information on where some of these commuter stations will be, and they're also up in the late afternoon and evening as well, you can go to btww.ca. Kyle?
All right, thanks for that. Greg Harper reporting live this morning in Burnaby. Hundreds of residents gathered in New Westminster to speak out against a proposed coal transfer facility. Fraser Surrey Docks has applied for permission to operate a facility where coal that arrives from the U.S. would be loaded onto barges and shipped to China. The facility would handle between 4 and 8 million metric tons each year. Those opposed to the proposal say there are too many health and safety concerns associated with coal transport, particularly dust. More than 11,000 people have signed a petition stating their opposition to the plant.
My grandfather was a coal miner, and he spent 2 years in bed from coal asthma. Lost most of what he earned as a miner because of it. Don't ever let anyone tell you that coal doesn't have a health effect, that it has a special chemical treatment that makes it better, because that's a lie and it doesn't.
Debate continues in Ottawa this morning on measures to suspend 3 high-profile senators without pay. The government leader in the Senate is meeting with fellow Conservatives to discuss the possibility of going a little easier on at least 2 of the senators involved in the expense scandal, Pamela Wallin and Patrick Brazeau, but he is less willing to do so from Mike Duffy. Opposition parties are expected to continue hammering away at the government during question period in the House of Commons. A vote on the bid to suspend the trio is expected by midweek. Parts of the United Kingdom are cleaning up after what could be the heaviest storm in a decade to hit the country. Hurricane-force winds, flooding and power failures are causing troubles right across southern England, including the popular tourist town of Brighton. About 130 flights have been cancelled at London's Heathrow Airport this morning. Some rail lines have shut down and many roads are closed. It's believed a teenage boy is dead after being swept out to sea. Wind gusts measuring more than 150 kilometers an hour were causing damage in some areas. That's your news to 6:35. Let's get you up to date in sports. Here's Aaron Hawksworth over in the Sportsnet Connected studios.